Calculate the amount if 50 is increased by 10%. So you're going to take 50 times 10 over 100, which gives you 5. Then you're going to add the 5 to 50 to get 55. Alternatively, you should see that 50 is your base of 100%. If you're going to increase it by 10%, you're going to look for 110% of 50. So if you take the 50 and you multiply it by 110 over 100 or 110%, you will also find 55. Any of these methods are acceptable. Number 1.2, 80 is increased by 30%. So 80 times 30% gives you 24. You add the 80 to the 24 to give you a final answer of 104. Alternatively, you're looking for 150% of 80. So 80 times 150% will give you 104. 160 is increased by 62.5%. So 62.5% of 160 is 100. So add the 100 to 160, you'll get an answer of 260. Alternatively, you're looking for 162.5% of 160. So if you multiply 162.5% with 160, you'll get 260. Number 4, 245 is increased by 120%. So 245 times 120% is 294. If you add the 294 to 245, you get an answer of 539. Alternatively, you're looking for 220% of 245. So if you multiply 220% with 245, you get 539. Number 2, calculate the amount if 35 is decreased by 20%. So calculate 20% of 35, which is 7, and subtract the 7 of 35. That gives you an answer of 28. Alternatively, you are looking for 80% of 35. So 35 times 80% will give you 28. Number 2, 76 is decreased by 50%. So if you calculate 50% of 76, it's 38. And if you subtract 38 of 76, you get 38. Or you can say, I'm looking for 50% of 76, which will also give you 38. Number 3, 120 is decreased by 33.33%. You calculate a 33.33% of 120, which is 40. And then you take the 40 and you subtract it of 120 to get 80. Or what you can do is you're looking for 66 2/3% of 120, and that will give you 80 as well. Number 4, 360 is decreased by 93%. So 93% of 360 is 334.8. Subtracted off 360, so you'll get 25.2. Alternatively, you're looking for 7% of 360, so that will also give you 25.2.